What is the CDC Moratorium? On September 4, 2020, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, issued a moratorium on evictions nationwide to stop the spread of COVID. The moratorium stops any action by a landlord to remove tenants until December 31, 2020. This also applies to residential rentals, including any house, building, mobile home, land in a mobile home park, or similar rental housing. And this can refer to hotel or motel stays that are not temporary in nature and fall under Florida's landlord-tenant laws. The CDC moratorium applies to states and territories that do not have moratoriums which provide more protection than the CDC moratorium. The current moratorium in Florida, that expires on October 1st, does not provide more protection. So yes, it does apply to all residential properties in Florida. To be covered under the CDC moratorium, you must sign a declaration. This declaration must be signed under penalty of perjury and includes the following. 1. You have used your best efforts to obtain all available government assistance for rent or housing. 2. Your income is less than $99,000 per year for 2020, and you were not required to file taxes in 2019 or if you received a stimulus payment. 3. You are unable to pay your full rent due to a substantial loss of income, loss of hours or wages, you were laid off or you had extraordinary out-of-pocket medical expenses. 4. You are using your best efforts to make partial payments of rent on time. 5. If you are evicted, you are likely to become homeless, and would need to move to a shelter or home shared by other people. And finally, 6. You understand you must still pay rent and follow the rest of your obligations under your lease agreement. The CDC moratorium does not require that your financial hardship be related to COVID-19. It may apply to you even if an eviction has already been filed against you in court. If you are not sure whether you are covered by the moratorium, you should consult with an attorney before signing the declaration. This is especially true because if you make any false or misleading statements or omissions by signing the declaration, you may be subject to fines or jail. At the end of this video, we will have some links to the form declaration on the CDC website. No, you have to take certain steps to be covered by the moratorium. To be covered under the moratorium, you must sign the CDC's form declaration and provide a copy to your landlord. If you have roommates, each adult on the lease has to complete their own, separate declaration. If you can, you should send the declaration via certified mail, return receipt requested. And you should ask the landlord to sign a statement that they were given the declaration. Ensure to email them a copy of the signed form and request a read receipt. Keep a copy of the declaration form and the return receipt for your records so you have evidence that the landlord received the form. Your landlord can still evict you if you 1. Engage in criminal activity on the premises. 2. Threaten the health or safety of other residents. 3. Damage or pose an immediate and significant risk of damage to property. 4. Violate any building codes, ordinances or regulations relating to health and safety. 5. Violate any obligations in your lease agreement that is not related to timely payment of rent, or similar housing-related payments, like late fees, penalties or interest for non-payment of rent. If you are expecting your income to improve soon, attempt to negotiate with your landlord for a payment plan. Apply for all rental assistance programs available to you. Call the United Way by dialing 211 to find out about rental assistance programs available in your area. Apply for reemployment assistance, which is Florida's unemployment program. If you receive eviction court papers, you need to follow the instructions carefully to protect your rights. When a landlord has filed an eviction action in court, that tenant only has 5 business days to respond to the eviction papers after the initial complaint and accompanying summons are delivered to the tenant. If you have questions, you may call the legal helpline at Three Rivers Legal Services at 1-866-256-8091 or visit us on our website at www.trls.org. Also, here are the links we mentioned earlier in the video.